Hello, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm joined today by head men's basketball coach Craig Stanger. Coach Stanger, coming off a weekend, a pretty long trip over there up to Seattle and then over to Billings, split a pair of games. Talk to me first about upsetting GNAC preseason favorite, Seattle Pacific.
Yeah, it's one of the more difficult road trips, and we're pleased to get a split. I would have liked to have played just a little bit better and gotten both games, but it was a very good one to start out with, playing Seattle Pacific. As you said, they are picked to win the conference, and a very smart team, shoot the ball well. They've got good players inside and out, so we knew it would be a tough task. But our guys are playing well, and they did a nice job. We were able to maintain the tempo of the game throughout and got ourselves in a position to be successful, and then held on down the stretch.
And you guys really weathered the storm there a couple times in the second half. You guys were up by 2 points at halftime. They come back, but you guys don't crumble at all. Behind your guards there, and some other guys made some big shots, took the lead, and like you said, you built a 10-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and were able to hold on for it.
We did, and that was through our execution, and then also through some good defensive stands. We mixed up defenses on them a little bit. I think that kept them off guard a bit, and we were able to get a few steals out of that, able to get some transition baskets, which is important for us. And we were able to negate their transition game because they're very good in the open court, and we limited their opportunities at full court basketball. And those two things combined, and then those last 4 minutes we were able to hit free throws. I think we were 18 in a row before we missed one, and that was obviously crucial for us as well. So I was very pleased with our effort, very pleased with our mental focus, and the guys did a fantastic job.
And then you guys had to take the trip over to Billings. Everybody always thinks about going to Alaska as being the tough one, but Billings, you're I know that's kind of a unique place to go and the way you have to get there. Then you guys go over there, happen to fall behind by 20 at halftime, but you fight right back and able to get 3 looks at the basket from 3-point range with 10 seconds to go, with under 10 seconds to go, the chance to send it to overtime. Talk to me a little bit about the fight those guys had in the game.
Well, I wish we would have had the fight for 40 minutes, but that's basketball. We came out a little flat. Not particularly bad, but they were shooting the ball well, and that combined with our hesitation, if it were, on defense, really caused them to get some momentum, and that's what we didn't want to have. They're a very explosive team, very full court oriented, and we weren't doing a good job. And then in the second half, we were able to basically play even with them, and that was important. And then at about the 10-minute mark, we were able to put together a sizable run, and the guys really feasted off of that, and we shot the ball very well during that stretch.
And you got some really good play this last weekend from Blair Whedon. Between the two games combined for 49 points, including matching a career high with 29 points in the win over Seattle Pacific. Interestingly enough, this guy just cannot get to 30 points. Third time he's had his 29 points in his career, but just can't get that one more point to get himself with the 3-0 in the column.
Well, I wasn't aware of that, but I'm not sure Blair is too concerned about that. We're obviously concerned if we can get the win, but Blair has been playing very well this year. Whether he scores a lot of points or not, he does things for us in a variety of ways. He finds ways to get the ball to other people if he's not scoring well. But he's been shooting with great confidence, and both he and Kyle Long have been doing a significant job, and the guards in general have been doing well. Even Jamal Veal had a key shot in the Seattle Pacific game, and then came on quite hot for us in the second half in that run against Billings, and hit some threes as well. So the guards are playing well right now, and really giving us a lift.
And we've seen the same thing there from Jordan Freelander contributing in the mix, getting some minutes in there as well. But basically, you guys have had 2 weekends now of GNAC play, albeit a month apart. You guys are 2-2 in league right now. Talk to me a little bit about that and just what it means to start 2-2, get a couple wins under your belt, and get a win on the road, get some wins at home.
Well, it's very important. We've struggled in previous years getting out of the gates in conference because it is so competitive and so challenging. And fortunately for us, we've been able to do a little bit better. We'd like to be better than 2-2, quite honestly, and think we could have been in a situation to be 3-1 or even 4-0. But you've got to win the games, and we've done it against a very tough, formidable group. We've already played the 3 teams that are picked to finish in the top 3 of the conference, and that being Billings, Seattle Pacific, and Central Washington. So, we feel we're being tested early, and the guys are answering the challenge and looking forward to getting into the games this week.
and you guys will be tested again this week, not just by the opponents coming in, where you guys host Simon Fraser on Thursday, January 6th, Western Washington on Saturday, January 8th, and then you guys also go on the road and face St. Martin's on Tuesday, January 11th. You guys have 3 games in 6 days. Just kind of a little challenge on there, a little bit of a, war of attrition, I guess they say on that one. Talk to me a little bit about these games, and I want to get on especially the January 11th game against St. Martin's, which is a very unique opportunity for Western Oregon University.
Sure, that will be a test for us, that many games in so little time. Fortunately, the opponent we're playing on that 3rd game will have gone through the exact scenario that we've gone through, so no one will have a real advantage other than we're playing on the road. But the ones coming in, Simon Fraser is a very skilled basketball team. Their record doesn't look very good right now, but they've played some teams close. They beat the Montana team that we just lost to. They've got some shooters that can really do some things, and then they've got an inside game that's physical. We'll have to play extremely well, but we're looking forward to that opportunity. And then on Saturday, we face Western Washington. They've been a traditional power in our conference. We've been competitive with them for the most part through the years. They took both of them from us last year, so we're looking for the opportunity to get back at them, but that'll be another opponent that we will have to play extremely well. They've got good players both inside and out.
And then you guys have the chance to play an FSN Northwest game, Fox Sports Northwest game on TV against St. Martin's on the road. This is the first of 9 opportunities for the GNAC to be displayed kind of on a true regional level and get into a lot of people's homes to just show the level of talent that the GNAC has.
Yeah, actually we're very excited about that, and just what you pointed out, we feel that our conference is a very strong conference nationally, and we want to showcase that. We want people to see, and we feel honored that we are involved in the first or the inaugural game and looking forward to that opportunity. We're not too excited about when it is. It's on Tuesday. It doesn't give us much time to rest and prepare, but you play when the TV wants you to play, in a sense, and so we are excited for it and looking forward to it. St. Martin's is playing extremely well right now. They beat Montana, but barely lost to Seattle Pacific, so they did just the opposite that we did, and so it'll be a good test and a good challenge for us to face them at their court with a regional audience.
And we know that we've had the opportunity to see them here earlier this year at the D2 Phoenix Shootout, and that they're a very well-coached team, some very skilled players on that team. And so anybody that would have an opportunity to get up there, it's great to support the Wolves. It's just up the road, up there by Olympia, Washington. Just any opportunity to get out there, promote Western Oregon University first and foremost, as well as the basketball programs, and just showcase what type of talent this GNAC has to offer.
Absolutely, yeah. We'd hope the fans would take a little more time out and make that drive up there. It should be a fun time. Should be a great atmosphere with a good crowd, and we could use a few Western Oregon fans in there.
And as Coach Stanger mentioned, there are tickets available for that game, but there's still tickets available for all Western Oregon home games this year. You can purchase those tickets by calling 838-8449 or by visiting WUWolves.com. Coach Stanger, thank you for joining us on this edition of Wolves Weekly, and thank you all for watching.